what's up, guys? I don't know how that angle is really gonna look. Just trying to get a little video and driving while I can kind of use both hands still. Roads are pretty bad. Haven't made a video in a few days because I've literally been in my house for like a week, just with the weather, with the spray foam stuff. Any time that it gets below like 30 degrees, we typically don't spray. You can still do it, but you lose a lot of yield, which in turn means your profit goes down, and it's super cold outside. So if you don't have to do that in order to, you know, stay afloat, then there's no reason to. You know, we're obviously fine. We can stay in the position to where we can sit for a week and it's not going to kill us. So as soon as this gets all back and going, we'll start the spray foam again. But until then, I've literally not had to do much. So I've just been at my house. We're gonna go check on one of the properties that I own, or that me and my wife own, that we are Airbnb-ing it out. We've actually had a guy that has stayed there for about a month and a half now, that works at the hemp facility that my dad partially owns and manages. So that's kind of, we knew him, so he kind of stayed there, kind of gave him a deal per night, and he's just been staying there. Well, I didn't know that he's been gone for 10 days. So with all this weather, it's been the last, you know, week or so that it's been really shitty weather, and no one's even been to that house. So I'm really hoping that nothing's frozen and busted whenever I get there. I haven't even checked on it because I didn't realize he was gone for 10 days. So hopefully I'll kind of take y'all to that, and hopefully this thing stays on the dang window. It's kind of cold, 16 degrees out. Turn on, maybe I'll kind of see that thing work a little bit, but hopefully nothing's frozen. So that's kind of what I'm going there to check right now. As long as everything's good, I'm just going to walk in, kind of double check everything, and walk right back out. Y'all may get a show if it's all busted. But future things, this Saturday, which is, I think it's the 20th or the 18th, I don't even remember. Anyway, this Saturday, there's going to be a lot of guys coming in from out of town to meet up here, and then we're going to take a trip to Mexico and get quite a bit of footage. There's some other pretty good sized YouTubers that are coming from Dallas and Houston area. Another one from, I believe he's from Snyder. And then I think that there's one or two coming in from Odessa, Midland area. So they're all coming down, I guess coming up technically. And we're supposed to be doing some runs out in Mexico this weekend, but it's not looking like it. Let's see if you can. It's not looking too great. There's still snow falling. These roads were already salted or whatever, cleared. This is just from the snow that, well, you know, obviously the roads, the lanes, but it's snowing again this morning. This is Thursday morning, so I don't know if the roads are going to be good enough, and even if they do melt, I'm worried that the roads are going to be all slick and grimy and stuff because they're going to have all this crap all over the road. So I'm worried it's going to be a spin fest anyway. There's a bunch of people coming in from you know, out of town, and I would hate for it to be where we can't even do anything, or every time someone tries to get a run in, they just, you know, spin their ass off. So kind of keep you updated on that. I'm hoping to make another video before that, just to kind of keep it updated. I think that'll be a lot of cool footage going on. I'm going to try to have somebody with me in the car to where that can at least film most of what we're doing, or at least all the runs, so that way I can get these uploaded to you guys. But it's not looking too great. The weather looks pretty bad. It wasn't even supposed to snow today, and it's snowing, so, you know, the roads are pretty dang slick. Obviously, the ST has zero problem with it. The intelligent all-wheel drive on this thing is so cool. Oh, there's a wreck right up here. Let's see if we can get some of it on the camera here. I don't know how bad it is. Doesn't look too bad. A little fender bender. Anyway, yeah, the ST is doing great. In the conditions, I don't even have it in like the slippery mode or whatever. I just leave it in normal, turn the traction off, and it works great. I was trying to do some donuts and stuff in a parking lot yesterday in sport mode, and it didn't like the whole thing of it spinning in circles too much. It kept on trying to want to shift out of gears and stuff, so I kept it in manual, and it still, whenever it hit the rev limiter, this thing, whenever it hits the rev limiter in sport mode, even if it's in manual mode, it'll upshift for you. And I don't know if that's from Ford or if that's from the tune, but it'll do that. So whenever you're sitting there and you're getting really close to the limiter, I mean, this thing, whenever you're wide open throttle, I think it shifts at like 5,600 or 5,800 or something. It's before 6,000. So it shifts early. The red line's at like 6,500. So it already shifts early to begin with. So whenever you're on and you're close to the limiter, it'll just shift up. Well, then if it shifts up and it just breaks those tires loose too, then it freaking slings you, you know, a lot worse than if you could just stay in one gear. So, but I mean, these roads are pretty slick. I can speed up however fast I want. I got up to 40 miles an hour right there. It didn't slip at all. So the four-wheel drive on this car is freaking awesome. Makes me really excited to get my hands on the Bronco, which who knows when that's going to be here. The last time the general manager at the dealership told me was mid to late summer probably. So, and we originally got told February, March. That kind of sucks, but that'll be cool. That'll be a vehicle that we can make a lot of content with. I'm pretty excited for that. I'm going to take it out to Amarillo, not Amarillo, I'm sorry. Well, it's by Amarillo, but Canadian River, and do a comparison video with one of my buddy's Jeeps that he has that he spent about $18,000 in. You know, lift, tires, wheels, all the accessories on the outside, light bars, all this other stuff, suspension work. So it's a pretty sweet Jeep, and I'm gonna go out there and just compare it to the stock Bronco and kind of see what we get from that. So that'll be a fun video. As soon as the roads get clear, we'll get the M5 back out. I got a guy that's going to actually be doing a paint correction on the M5. I'll have to show y'all kind of up close whenever the weather gets better, but the M5, the paint color that it is, the frozen black metallic, is actually you're supposed to wash it with a certain kind of chemical. It was like an $8,000 paint option from the factory is kind of what I found out yesterday. So it's a very expensive paint that you're supposed to take very good care of, and they the previous owner obviously didn't. So the paint's jacked up on the driver's side, and then so I'd like to get the pulling up here to the rental property. This is going to be, hopefully, I'm kind of scared to open the door, honestly. Hopefully this is going to be the paint correction on the BMW. It should look a lot better. He's going to spend all day Saturday with it. Saturday is the day we were supposed to go out with the YouTube, but I don't know about the roads. So if the roads clear up, hopefully it'll be looking good, and we can go out and get some runs in out in Mexico. But the paint correction thing, it looks like crap on the driver's side. I'll kind of show y'all. And I'm hoping that he can do something about it. He said just to repaint that car, it was going to be about $8,000. So I don't want to repaint the car. If that's the case, I'll just spend, you know, a couple thousand and wrap it, vinyl wrap it a different color, just kind of change it up. I'm going to let him kind of do some work on the paint on Saturday and see if he can do anything to fix it. But if not, I guess we're gonna vinyl wrap it. So leave a comment below what color y'all would like to see the M5. I haven't seen a lot of crazy colors. Hopefully this paint correction works and I can keep it because I love the frozen black metallic. He's also going to take the clear coat off the wheels and reapply another sealer on there. So hopefully the wheels will look a lot better and all of that. So let's get in the house and hopefully I don't open the door to a lake. I don't want to track snow, but check the bathroom here. Nothing's frozen. That's a plus. Cool. Yeah, just kind of checking out the Airbnb. This one's a 3-bedroom. The cleaning lady's coming to do all this stuff before he gets back. So, is that water? That's water. Huh. Kind of scared me for a second there. But yeah, anyway, we redid this entire house. It was basically, it was destroyed. I mean, we repainted everything, redid the trim. You know, we furnished the whole thing, obviously. Doors, light fixtures, everything. Countertops, new counters, all that stuff. The only thing that we have left to do is, you can see he hasn't taken his trash out in a while. But anyway, the only thing that we have left to do is put the hardware on, some little stuff like that. I don't know why. I'll just shut the doors, but anyway, so I guess the pipes aren't busted. We'll I'm gonna check out a few more things and we'll get on the road and we'll continue the video. Okay, so just double checked the backyard and it turns out pipe did bust and it's been leaking water for who knows how long, or where that's even going to, which is kind of concerning. That piece is brass, so it has no threads, so it was soldered or glued. I think soldered, but probably both. Soldered and glued, and this was just, I don't know what they had going on here. This just looks like a faucet. I guess it's just a faucet that had frozen, busted off. So I had to go turn the water off, get a plumber over here to come and resolder that back on. Then we can turn the water back on. So nice little day to run errands, I guess. I'm freezing my ass off. But this is how you, for those of you who don't know, this gate's destroyed. It's a pain in the ass. There's a little thing in the alley down there. There's all sorts of shit down there, but that's where you turn your water off. Use a little tool like that. Get it turned off. So I'm gonna go ahead and put y'all, let's see if this will flip. It's not gonna flip, it's gonna be upside down. Okay. Got it, cool. I guess that's pretty much gonna be it. Just gonna be going back to the house. But yeah, on the paint correction on the BMW, if that turns out great, that's where I wanna go. I would love to restore the factory paint, strictly for even just resale purposes. And I think that with that paint being such a high dollar paint job, I think that it'd be kind of dumb not to take advantage of that. So I'm gonna see what he can do with it. If it looks even halfway decent, I'm probably just gonna leave it. This thing is so much fun. I'm probably just gonna leave it that color. He's gonna take the clear coat that's peeling off the wheels. BMW, I guess, clear coats their wheels, so some of the clear coat was coming off, so he's going to take all the clear coat off, completely clean them, get them all nice and polished, then apply another layer of protection film on there. Not necessarily a film, but I mean, it's a liquid application, so I don't really know exactly what it is, but some type of ceramic coating type of coating for the wheels. If you don't do that, they'd get rusted. So I think after that, I think the BMW is going to look nice, and I think it's going to look pretty sweet. I was thinking about getting a little I forget what they're called, little duckwing spoilers or whatever you want to call it, that just, you take off the old M5 spoiler and you basically have to re-adhesive it and put the new one back on. I think I'm gonna want to do that. I think it looks pretty sweet. The front of the car, I'm not really like that fond of having stuff like that on the front of the car with the car that I'm going to drive this much. It's already lowered, so I don't want to put something else on it that was not meant to be on a lowered car. You know, it's some front lip kit that's supposed to be on a stock height car. You put on a lowered car, it's like a disaster to drive with. Not a disaster, but it's kind of just a pain in the ass. It's kind of what happened with the C6Z. Had the ZR1 spoiler on the front lip on it, and it was so low to the ground that I scraped that car everywhere, and it made me want to cry every time I did. So I like the fact that I can just whip into somewhere with the BMW and not scrape anything. So I'm probably going to keep that. The next mod, if you will, going to the M5 is going to be new tires. That thing needs new rear tires very badly. Stage 1 it was all right, but stage 2, man, it'll light those tires up, and I'm not you know, spinning ain't winning type thing. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get a new set ordered as soon as, you know, the weather gets a little better and we get all that stuff figured out. The life on these tires are actually still good, so I'm probably going to wait until I start getting some runs lined up or whatever, which of course I wish I had them this weekend, but get some runs lined up to where they actually matter. The tires in there right now are actually fine. They're about 60-70% tread. They're just not a very performance-based tire, so it's more of like an all-season or whatever. So anyway, yeah, it's just kind of a little update. I'll try to get an update to y'all again before our new video before this weekend. Hopefully the weather clears up. We'll get some runs in Mexico. We'll have a lot of good footage for you guys. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is freaking awesome. We've been growing like crazy. I'm really excited for that. So now that we're kind of getting some traction on some stuff, hopefully we can have some pretty cool videos we put out, and kind of some more, makes me nervous, some more vlogging type videos. I know that A-pillar is probably right in y'all's way. Some vlogging type videos, but yeah, so I guess everybody stay safe out here in this crazy ass weather, and we'll talk to you guys soon.